virtual motorsports is now. This September, the heart of sim racing beats in Chicagoland, as the Sim Gaming Expo takes over the Schaumburg Convention Center, September 5th through the 7th. Go wheel to wheel in our competition area, test the latest gear, meet top brands, creators, and celebrate with fellow sim racing enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned sim racer or new to the sport, this is your chance to be part of history. To purchase tickets and see the full exhibitor lineup, visit simgamingexpo.com.
It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's IndyCar night on iRacing. Hello again, everybody. I am Gary Gazzo, and welcome to P1's Broadcasting signature presentation of Round 11, Week 11 of Season 3 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split, presented to you by Topia Systems, coming to you from Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. And folks, we have a heck of a championship struggle on our hands, or a championship battle, but it's going to be a struggle between the top three, separated by only 79 points. Here are your points coming into today's event. We'll bring it right up on your screen right now, and we'll jump right on into the action. It is Pinero with the lead, Nick Sudik in second, and Kyle Clinworth, who has led much of this season and our defending winner, our defending champion in the series, is now down in third with only 2 races to go before we decide the champion for this season. Joining me, as always, in the booth is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. And Luis, we have watched so many times here in the Elite Racing League over the last couple of seasons with Pinero coming in here and securing his championship. Do we see that again today with 2 races to go? And does Michigan even play a role, or is it going to be decided here right now at Gateway?
Oh, yeah. That's really like a marathon running back to the front for Pinero. Remember the first couple races, they have a really back lock with, you remember the net call with Drost, and then Indianapolis,
yes,
all that stuff. Man, it's too many things, and then the guys start to getting victories, seconds, thirds, victory, and then now he's in there on the top, because yesterday, on Monday, the first race on the week, he won the race. He won over 215 points, or 14 points, I don't remember how many, and now he's on the top for 1941 points. So, like you said, Clendy, he was points leader on last week, but today is on third. So I know the cut, everything, all the stuff is ready rolling, but I think with all the experience and all the incidents that Adriano has in the past with all this season, he have a better drop week for Sudik. Maybe Sudik is into also too, but Clendy have the drop week is the pain over here with Clendy and Sudik in the championship. So we have two to go. So let's see what's happened today. Who knows? If it's a win, could be secure something.
And on the pole, and we were getting some intel from drivers before the race, and they said if you get the pole here, that's half the battle. And on the pole, winning that battle is Pinero with a speed of 180.3, the only driver in the 180 range. Right next to him is Vitor Guilherme, fellow Brazilian. Vitor, 179.3, back on row 2. Pizarro and Alexander back on row 3. Anna Klimek and the Hyperstar, Brendan Lichtenberg. They are both on row 3. Then we got Ty Quilla and Ponto back on row 4. Wonder what Ponto's got for a livery today. We'll check that out. Brashear and Brophy back on row 5. That is your top 10. Pizarro and Clindy back in row 6, and that's exactly where Clindy said he would be, probably in the top 12 somewhere, and that's where he ends up. Antonio Estrada, the boss man, in the 7th row with a Bandera. And then back into row 8, we got Gilson and Shadid. Back in row 9, Reimer and Campbell. Watch Campbell. He has won here before in a top split race. Raporti and Crash Neon back in row 10. And Dan Durazo, the cat, back in row 11, and that is your 21-car field as we're coming to the green flag this time by.
Brazilian front row, eh?
All Brazilian front row.
Nice
And a big jump. Big jump, yeah. I know. Seb to the inside of Pizarro. Off a 2. Oh, run out of room so quickly there.
And the problem is he loses already 2 positions on there with Brendan now in front 3. The problem is you have to wait for maybe 2 or 3 laps to warm the tires, and then you can push again. But Seb Alexander, he must do like a hit right now. Yep, that's better. I thought Pinheiro hit the wall, but nope, nothing.
As the field starts to string out a little bit, the top really from 2nd on back to about 15th, all right together as Pinheiro sets purple lap at a 173.9, pulls out to a 1.2 second lead. He's already 3/10 away from breaking the draft back to Vitor.
Actually, yes, it's really close to do that. Maybe in a couple laps, if we still in green, like what's happened on Monday. Green flag race, could be Pinheiro going for 1.3 to over the 3 seconds.
Battle between Klimek and Pizarro going into turn 1. Clindy taking a peek on the inside of, let's see, that is Matthew Ponto. Side by side coming off the corner. There was Reimer and Bandera. They're going to go side by side in the corner. Right behind him is Campbell. Campbell trying to find a way through. Campbell blinks out as my camera goes crazy. There it goes. What is what livery do? Oh, okay. So Ponto has a Budweiser livery. Okay. Pinheiro 175.1 purple lap. Campbell to the inside of Reimer. And the high line already starting to come into play in turns 1 and 2, the narrow end of the racetrack. Here's your weather report, and it is a 127 degrees track temperature. That is among one of the highest we see. Oh, look, full send on the outside, Ryan, and wow, sends it and gets the position.
Man, Pizarro, nice recovery for the car. He loosened it on turn 4, and he saved the car, but he loses the position. At least the car is okay.
There it is off the corner, just to the inside as we were watching that battle also with Campbell. Back to live television. There are your weather conditions. We will get those off the screen. It is Pinheiro, Vitor, Brendan, Seb, Alexander, Ty, Quilla, your top 5. As already Pinheiro out to a 2.9 second lead. We were just talking about it no more than a couple seconds ago. That draft train, at least for the leader, that is broken now.
Yeah, it's like which track? Oh, Motegi. It's like a Motegi. This track always is characteristic about if you have the pole, it's really, really difficult. By experience myself, to catch the leader. You can be close, but make the pass is different history. Story, not history.
Again, this is one of my least favorite tracks, but for some reason I have 2 league wins here. I couldn't tell you why.
Huh.
2 league wins here, and I do not like this track. But apparently it agrees with my driving style. So you're riding with Jason Brophy right now. He is down the backstretch and turning into turns 3 and 4. 3 and 4, wider radius. They can come through here much faster, use that high line. Logan Edwards taking a peek on the outside, giving a little bit of shade there to Brophy, holding him off. That is actually Caleb Brashear, excuse me. Now this is the narrow end of the racetrack. Think a little bit like Phoenix. At the downshift there, now 4th gear, gonna hit 5th gear, hit this opening here in the backstretch. It's 6th gear in the draft, right in front of them. That is Brashear and Quilla side by side. And Brophy's gonna send it on the outside, and he has really the preferred line through 1 and 2. Be able to keep that momentum up, but he has the dirty air from Ty Quilla right in front of him. He just stays right in line, not going to take it 3 wide in the 3. Meanwhile, the guys in front of him are starting to pull away.
Yeah, actually, it's really desperate about Brendan. I can't figure out. Brendan's really desperate to make the pass on Victor because he have a lot of performance. Look, it's going now. It have to come in now because Pinheiro is now 4 seconds all of this group on front.
Vitor with a run on the high side, tries to get it back, but he's going to slot in behind the Hyperstar. Vitor's going to take a peek on the outside going into 1, but the problem is this late into the run now, 14 laps. The high line should come back into play, and there you see on the high line, Vitor spins out on the bottom, and we are caution on the racetrack. And Pinheiro is not going to like that. He had a massive lead.
I don't have any opinions about that. So basically, always happened that.
Well, now this kind of opens up the door for possibilities.
Coming to the pits, refuel, and then maybe 2 more yellows, and finish the race like this. I guess that's my prediction about.
So it's about 50 laps to the tank. And who's going to take a dive on pit road? Is it going to be Seb? Seb is getting everyone behind Seb's coming to pit road. So Pinheiro and Brendan are going to stay out. Everybody behind is coming to pit road. I think absolutely everybody's coming to pit road. I don't think there's going to be anyone who's going to stay out for track. Well, maybe I'm wrong there. Brian can't. Fazaro decides to eject late, and I don't know if that's going to be a penalty. It is a penalty.
It is penalty, yes.
No, I mean, Ponto has a penalty. Did Fazaro get a penalty, though?
Oh, no. Oh.
Did when Fazaro decided to make the move,
yes.
Is that when
yes,
Ponto
sir.
got the penalty?
Yes.
Oh, that is
why.
I don't want to say that's dirty pool, but man, that really sucks on behalf of Ponto, who didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, no, you cannot do that. If we're talking about iRacing official, you can report that as I don't know, you can create something, but hey, they give me a black flag because this, and he must to serve it with in the green flag.
So watch here. We're gonna watch Ponto in the Budweiser car, and here he comes, and Fazaro is going to punch out here. And what Ponto needed to do was really fall back and hold his position. But the way that Fazaro re-entered the racetrack, it showed Ponto passing him. And so, therefore, he passes under caution and gets a black flag. And now he's going to have to answer that when we go green, at least with the drive-through penalty, if not a stop and go.
Yeah,
and
the problem when it's like a Miami have the same system over here. It's broken. I think Miami's okay. Here is broken. You cannot have this penalty when you already decide to come into the with grid. I don't know. It's kind of weird, and especially with this situation with Fusaro coming out in the last minute. It's not legal because but that's why the exit's over there for maybe that reason. But if we're talking about sportsmanship, it's not good actually.
Well, that is going to reset the field. We're going to go green. Right. We're going to go green next time by. Pinero, Brendan Lichtenberg, Fusaro, Campbell did not stop. Same thing with Fraporti. Vitor did not stop. So he decided just to stay on out and not come in for new tires after sliding through or off the exit of 1 or 2, excuse me. And he is going to hold on to his track position in 6th. So the top 6 have not stopped. Green flag in the air this time. And it's Pinero, Brendan, Fusaro, Campbell, and Fraporti, the mailman, their top 5.
Boy, Taikuela going for inside on Candy.
Yeah, got to be careful. Those are all teammates in that, right in front of them in that group. And joining them, trying to join them, is Antonio Estrada as he goes underneath Pizarro. Pizarro going to get a run on the high side, and Estrada kind of floats up high. Klimek comes down low for the shot on Tony. There we see Ponto coming to pit road. And now Fusaro in contact with Brian Campbell. This battle in the back of the packs is very vicious right now. Reimer, Pizarro, Gilson, Shadid, Bandera. Ponto on pit road with it's going to be a 40-second hold.
At least a drive-through, no? That's a good iRacing have to. Oh my God, R. Reimer make a blocking for Pizarro and Gibson, but why don't get it like a drive-through penalty than the 40 seconds? You have to iRacing make the difference between drive-through penalties and 40 seconds penalties. 40 seconds is like a big incident with, I don't know.
That's 2 laps here. I mean, a lap here is about 24 seconds. A really fast lap, about 24 seconds.
It could be
we're turning 25-second laps right now.
In the regular league, well, what is 2 laps down? It could be recovered 1 or 2 or maybe 3 in full 100% race long. But here with 70, 85 laps, it's like a map.
Back up front, Pinero out to a 1.3-second lead again, as he has led every single lap of this race so far to this point.
Yeah, I guess maybe a good rule for iRacing have it all of these small races, like a sprint race or maybe the fitness series.
Clindy washes up the racetrack, and he's going to lose 1, 2, 3 positions possibly.
Oh, he have a loose in the entry with the brake. Oh, that's why in turn 1 he lose the car.
Kart and IndyCar have raced here 17 times between 97 and 2003, and beginning again in 2017 through this season in an NTT IndyCar season as a staple oval event on the NTT. No, Clindy in the wall. I think he's okay.
I saw it for 1 second. Okay.
This is a staple oval event on the NTT IndyCar schedule. Typically, it's the second longest race of the year for IndyCar on the calendar. So we watch Antonio Estrada send it to the inside. He has Gilson coming behind him. We're going to go 3 wide through the corner. Pizarro up high. Wow. Here we go. We're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch as Gilson's going to try to thread the needle.
Man. And the big loser is Estrada over there.
Yeah, he's lost 3 spots, now 4 spots. Here comes Bandera.
Oh, it's coming for more, man.
And he's just going to cycle all the way to the back now.
I thought it's too nice, actually. Too nice.
he is too nice of a guy. I will admit that. Vitor goes high through turn 1. I'm not sure what happened. Let's see what happened. He's with Brashear. This is coming off of 3 and 4 down the back front stretch.
Oh, he's losing too.
And let's see what happens. There was talk about the brake bias being too far back in these cars on the default setup. You can adjust that, and oh, yep, there it is, right in the braking zone too, no less. And he goes up the racetrack, keeps it off the wall.
Hello. Tony
Pizarro off turn 2, but he catches it. We'll pick back up live action here. We'll go back and watch Tony Pizarro as he is coming down the front straight here. Slow-mo behind Reimer in the 420 car. Right behind him is Clindy. What did happen to the Tide ride and Tony Pizarro? As we watch him come through the middle of the corner, and it just over-rotates right there on corner entry into 2. He slides to the inside. Everybody misses him. And we are under caution yet again.
I think it's not good, the first line.
And now everybody coming to pit road again. Except for Clindy. Clindy's going to stay out. He's going to go for track position. The career wins leaders here at Gateway while we watch this action on pit road. Joseph Newgarden is the career wins leader here at Gateway with 5, including 3 in a row from 2020 to 2022. Scott Dixon has 2, but nobody else has more than 1. Your defending Gateway winner from the 2025 race is Kyle Kirkwood, his first ever oval track win. The names of former winner here read like a who's who of IndyCar history. Paul Tracy, Alex Zanardi, Michael Andretti, Juan Montoya, Alan Sir Jr., Jill DeFerrin, Elio Castro Neves, Will Power, and Takuma Sato.
We have another black flag.
And this is on Crash Neon.
Because Trey Shadid decided to abort the entry. Yep, that's why.
So we'll watch. This is exactly what happened again. We'll watch this. Actually, we'll get into the P1 airship from above here, and we'll just kind of show you what happens. We're watching this car right here. Trace is going to bail on pit road, and I think pretty much if you want to screw the guy behind you and get rid of one more competitor, it's just what Trace is going to do is he's going to come out here. Yep, and then he's going to come right around and passes him.
It is good to make
he slows down and you see Pizarro or Tracia did go right on by, but yeah, I gotta think there needs to be some sort of gentleman's agreement in the community to not do any more of that stuff, because now I've seen 2 drivers kind of get screwed tonight to no fault of their own.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's why the exit is over there for maybe one reason. It's not because that, but I don't know. I'm gonna say 60-40. 60 by myself to don't pay attention to I know this is the issue I indicate over here, and the other 40 is like, don't do this, just keep going, it doesn't matter, you know, just coming to the pit.
Getting ready to go green this time by lap 32, coming to 33. Gilson's gonna pick up the lead. He's had himself a pretty good season in the Oval Series, lots of wins, moving up the ladder. He is going to take the green flag. Clindy second, Trey Shadid third, Durazo in fourth, Tony Pizarro fifth. Here we go. Green flag in the air. We're back underway here. And I got the, sorry, I didn't mean to have that overlay up, but it's gone now.
By the way, Ty Quilla is the leader for all the strategy. So basically, if we recircle everything around, Ty Quilla is the leader of the race, virtually, for sure.
Reimer battling Vitor. Right behind him is Thiago Bandera. Crash Neon still needs to come to pit road, and he might be making that move right now. You must come in off of turn number 3 and use that access road. Very slippery down there. Got to be careful.
Then he hits the wall, and he
and there's a caution. And I tell you what, Crash Neon needs to drive through. He cannot stop. The pit road is closed. He needs to drive through. And Reimer and Vitor coming off of corner number 4.
Oh, Thiago Benedetto.
Actually, no, it was Bandera and Vitor. The Brazilians get into one another that start this thing.
But it's a net gold contact over there.
Well, watch this. So coming down the backstretch. And we saw, I mean, this was a pretty tight battle here. We might want to ride with Estrada here. We'll do that.
You have to.
So here is Estrada. You're going to see the action's going to happen with these groups of cars right here. Oh, okay. So Reimer bounces off Vitor, and then Thiago comes into Vitor, and you're right. Antonio El Patron, he just kind of misses him and scoots up on the high side and makes it on by.
Oh, it's... Yes. You're talking about Crash Neo. Man, he don't have nothing more to do. You're coming in and just have to coming in. But maybe he really... he have a drop to penalty. So I don't know if the 40 seconds is out. Who knows?
Yeah, it's... Pit road is open, so is this going to count? How about this has to happen under green? We'll see what happens to Crash Neon. The rule set for tonight, this is a 1.25 mile egg-shaped oval. Kart measured the track at 1.270 when they raced here. IndyCar measures the track at 1.250. We're doing 85 laps, 106 and a quarter iRacing miles, no fast repairs, 3 sets of tires. We anticipate at least the one stop to get home. 45 miles per hour on the pit road speed limit. Last time we were here, season 2 of 2025, round 3, week 3, was a 50-62 strength of field. Hamilton Akabawizi beat out Matt Taylor by 91 thousandths of a second. Logan Edwards finished third. Season 3 of 2024, round 8, week 8, was a 44.05 strength of field. Ryan Campbell got his first big top split broadcast win here over Mark Murphy by 1.7 seconds. Ty Quilla finished third. And in Season 2 of 2024, round 6, week 6, it was a 46.72 strength of field. Jacob Oster over Nick Sudik by just under 0.4 of a second. Clindy finished third. Those are the last 3 times we've been here in the top split broadcast. If you enjoyed P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split presented by Topia Systems, and to respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing, and while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcast. Also do want to thank Topia Systems. Topia Systems is the presenting sponsor of the Tuesday night top split here on P1. Topia is where quality and affordability go full throttle. From custom rigs to powerful pre-builts, Topia delivers top-tier performance without all the sticker shock. Built with premium parts and backed by a team that really cares. Every system is tuned for gaming greatness. Topia Systems, built right, priced right, game on. To learn more, check out our links in the description. We're going to go back up to the front now. Gilson, Shadid, Clindy, Durazo, and now Ty Quilla, your top 5. Getting ready to go green now, just shy of the halfway point, coming to lap 39.
I see it's an accordion on the back, sorry.
Quill, a big run on the high side. He's going to get Clindy. I think Clindy's going to kind of let him through, but here comes Pinero, and I don't think Clindy really wanted Pinero to go through.
I think Clindy have some small damage on the car because before the caution and restart the last restart we have, he kissed the wall, so it's kind of like maybe kind of damage. Oh no! Uy, Pinero. He almost loosened and turned. Nice record of Pinero, man. A nice of Quill to avoid that.
We're going to go 3 wide in the 1, and everyone sorts himself out. Down low, Ryan Campbell racing the Hyperstar. Ryan Campbell loves this place, got his first big win here, got his first real podium finish in the IndyCar Series with the team that he works for, Dale Coyne Racing, here a couple of seasons ago. Had a decent finish with his driver, Rinus VK, last time the IndyCar Series came here, so he has a good feeling about this place. And Pizarro.
175.2.
Pinero goes purple, watching Pizarro and Klimek. Klimek now back to 16th. And is not having a great race, down 12 spots. Started started 5th, now 11th. Or down, in 16th, down 11 spots. That's what I'm trying to say. As we're going to look to go 3 wide, but we go 2 wide. Pizarro down low. Clindy, I think you're right. I think Clindy is a little damaged. I think the floorboard is probably hemorrhaging him speed right now. We're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch. Pizarro gets behind Clindy. He might not want to stay there, though. And this might be the race that actually eliminates our defending champion from the points battle.
Oh, yeah, the side pod, that's the name?
Side pod, yeah.
It is damage. It is damage, my friend.
Let's see if we can get a closer shot of his car. Here we go. Going to be on the other side, though.
Yes. The right side.
And it could just be it's kind of popped a little bit. Can't really get a good camera shot from this, but you can kind of tell with the way that he's falling back through the field. I mean, he's turning laps 26 flats, and everyone else around him is kind of in the 25s. But back up front, Elijah Gilson putting some big burner laps down, and he is your leader. Now, Gilson stopped at lap 16. He's 31 laps into his stint. We expect another 20 or so before he needs to come to pit road again, so he is looking for lots of caution to get to the end. The car that's probably safe right now, that's highest in the order, is Adriano. He stopped on lap 31. He might have to save a little bit. And I think that's kind of what he's doing behind Pizarro. Or Shadid, excuse me. That's Trey Shadid. Shadid stopped on lap 16. He'll have to stop here soon. Nope, here comes Pinero to the inside. I thought maybe he would just ride it out. Hey, in December, P1 Broadcasting becomes one of the primetime homes for today, at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. The last kiss of the bricks for IndyCar at Indianapolis starts right here on P1 and the Elite Racing Network. The countdown is on, so pucker up and don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, subscribe to stay locked in. Make sure you also check out the PRI Hoosier 500 website, and we'll see you in December when we start practice and preparation for the last big race of the year, the PRI Hoosier 500 at Indianapolis.
In 109 days to go.
It just keeps counting down. And every one more day we count down to that race is one more day closer to Christmas.
Frank Sinatra. What else? The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Home Alone.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Yeah, Home Alone. Watching Home Alone.
Die Hard 1.
Die Hard, man. Yes.
Or is it not Die Hard? It's not. It's Die Hard 2. Die Hard 1 is not. It's not the Christmas movie, is it?
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Die Hard 1 is the Christmas movie. Okay. And we see Pinero getting around Trey Shadid. Oh, Shadid gets loose off the corner.
Oh, many people, even Campbell also too loose. It is a struggle for everyone about that.
And they're going to have to go back and adjust on that weight jacker. They're trying to get these cars to rotate, and here it is. Track temperature's gone up. It is 129 degrees. It's among the highest we've ever seen track temperatures. Well, Atlanta is typically where we see the highest. I don't know what they got planned for Darlington next year. Next season. Darlington actually, if you're in for a treat and you want to see an oddity, IndyCars at Darlington is on the schedule for next season. I bet you that's going to be a hot race. I don't see them wanting to put that on at night.
The last time they did, it was the last time I was over there. It was the 9th race.
A night race.
29 degrees. 29 degrees, like 115 maybe, something like that.
Watching this battle. Go ahead.
That time the temperature and the tires and everything factor is not there. It's like whatever.
Watching this battle between Brian Campbell and Seb Alexander, two drivers that are probably working in comms together. This is a cooperative team arrangement here between IAR and Rogue Racing, and they are right behind Power Slides, Jason Brophy. Right in front of him, a number of drivers that have not stopped since lap 16, including Dan Durazo, Trey Shadid, Elijah Gilson.
It's a lot of people in chat talking about the incident happened with Crash Neon, Shadid, all stuff. And Indy Kuchenbauer said my PC screen broken today, so I have to sit and watch the race. So that's unfortunate.
Meanwhile, up front, Gilson is now a leader by 2.2. Pinero is second. Trey Shadid is in third. Lichtenberg is in fourth there. Lichtenberg now closing the gap here on Trace.
Oh, it's nice. It's night race. It said in chat. Rob's got Darlington at 9 for next season.
Okay.
Could make sense.
So I don't think temperature is going to be a problem there. No.
No, I don't know, but it is fun. But it is not fun to remember which corner you have to lift in and which one not. But with all of this stuff with the weight jacket, maybe it's one more or 3 or 4 things more you have to remember. So that's the problem.
1 and 2 is the easy corners or the easier corners. 3 and 4 are the tighter corners.
When you come in and you see the tower over there, it's I think you have to lift it. That's what I already remember.
Yeah. The tower right at corner entry on 3 and 4. Yeah.
That's what you have to lift it. You have to lift the throttle, lift the car, rotate, and then at the middle of the corner, just going again.
Brendan Lichtenberg around Trey Shadid.
Shadid struggle with the tire, 45 now.
I think we'll get a good shot here. I think Trace had a moment in turns 1 and 2 and allowed Brendan to get a bit of a run here. We're watching that again. Yep. He kind of grabbed the rumble strip and got loose on corner exit, and here comes Brendan. He will. That's how he gets the pass. Back to live TV.
Gibson is 20. Let me see. Pass for line is 26.2. Pinheiro is 26. Oh, it's getting more fast now. So Pinheiro is little fast than Gibson. But last lap was 2/10.
It was like 5,000ths of a second was the difference between their two laps. So a 26.228 versus a 26.223 for Pinheiro and Gilson. Gilson that time by a 26.214 and Pinheiro a 26.274. So Gilson a little bit faster.
But he must to come into the pit. So
yes, he will definitely.
Let's see if Pinheiro can survive.
Definitely will have to come into the pits, and so Pinheiro doesn't need to run him down, but he needs to worry about Brendan. Brendan and Pinheiro pitted on the same lap. Trace is going to have to come in early. Durazo and Six is going to have to come in early. Everybody else, other than those three drivers, should be able to make it home. Maybe a little bit of a fuel save. Although Tony Mazzaro in 12th spot for sure doesn't need a fuel save. He came out on 37. He could definitely make it to the end. Probably on full chat, too, no less.
I think Pinheiro, they don't need to worry about the race, actually, for the victory, because of the points. Because Clendy's damage now is 18 with 20 seconds behind, and Nick Sodix is not here. So if we're talking about the championship, don't worry about it, but Pinheiro wants to win the race.
19 to go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Once again, you're watching P1's coverage of round 11 of 12 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split, presented to you by Topia Systems, coming to you from Gateway. We're currently Elijah Gilson leads with about 18 to go. He's going to have to come to pit road sooner rather than later, though. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. Also, don't forget your commentary team. We do this for free on behalf of the community. So if you can send us any donations, either Super Chat or to our GoFundMe campaign, we certainly would appreciate it. No matter the amount you send, we're always very appreciative of your time and patronage. So don't forget us up here in the booth. We would dearly appreciate it. Watching this battle between Campbell and Brashear. This is for 10th spots, 9th and 10th. Gilson now 54 laps into this stint. We think he could probably, with those cautions that we got, he might be able to get closer to 60. He's really hoping, though, for a caution or something to change things up at this point.
If it's coming the caution, maybe Pinheiro stay out, and all these people with 39, 40 laps, they stay out, I guess. You know, sometimes, but Pinheiro is stay out, is faster and cleaner, so he should be stay out. So Clint is calling for pit. Maybe they don't want to race anymore. The car is damaged, totally damaged. Or he have a 55, so maybe he's gonna come in to finish the race. Who knows?
And yeah, he's right in front of the leaders.
Gibson's coming now. Gilson's coming now. Yeah.
And now we'll turn the lead over to Pinheiro, who I don't think really needs to stop. He pitted on lap 31. We could definitely do 50 laps, and if he can squeeze another handful of laps out of that thing, he will be able to get it to the finish with no more stops. Lichtenberg is now second. Ray Shitted is in third, Ty Quilla. So looks like right now the battle, and Trace is going to have to come to pit road here sometime soon too. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he almost grabs a little bit of the grass on a corner inch or on a pit entry there. But he is coming to pit road for his final stop. So that's going to turn the bottom step of the podium over to Ty Quilla, who has done pretty well here in the past. If you've heard from our previous races, he finished on the... Oh, Brian Campbell, we got 3 cars into the wall. Campbell is one of them. Fazaro is another. And we are under caution. And, folks, we have all of a sudden now, this race has gotten spicy.
Oh, contact with Brashear.
So this is 2 separate incidences, I think. Unless we're watching Fazaro, and Fazaro gets into Pizarro and Fazaro get together. And that's a tongue twister right there. But let's look from Fazaro's point of view. I'm wondering if Fazaro, I think, saw what was happening in front of him. Because if you look in front of him on this picture, the car right here in front of him, that's Campbell. Campbell gets loose and hits the wall. And if Fazaro gets off the throttle, that's basically like hitting a brake. And if he has a lot of forward downforce, forward bite on these things, and which the fixed setup does, that's kind of maybe what happened there. And the back end comes around.
I don't think, because Fusaro already lose the car when the Campbell have a hit by Brashear.
Let's go back and check it out again here. I hope we'll go back a little bit longer. Here we go. We're riding with Fazaro. Let's go here. A little bit closer. We'll zoom in. I think he gets off the throttle, and I think that's what unloads the car.
It is identical losing together Campbell and Fusaro. Same time.
Yep. All right. So this is going to make things interesting now. And also, I believe this is going to cycle back if there's any lapped cars involved here. Everyone is going to be together. And let's reset the field here as we are 10 to go, coming to 9 to go. I think we have at least one more lap under caution. But it's going to be Pinero, Brendan Littenberg, and Ty Quilla, your top 3. Seb Alexander in 4th. Caleb Brashear in 5th. Anna Klimek. I was just talking trash about Anna. I said Anna started good and was in the back of the field. Now all of a sudden, Anna, late blooming here, late in the race, now 6th spot. Remember, she started in the top 5. So she is right back to where she started. So she's recovered quite a bit of ground and now looking for a possible top 5 finish here. Diego is in 7th. Art Reimer in the 420 car in 8th. Jason Brophy 9th. And Durazo in 10th. This is definitely going to make everyone now is going to make it, for sure. If there was any fuel save going on with Pinero, Brendan, Quilla, Seb, and Brashear, it's definitely over now. Klimek probably could have made it. She had 1 lap different than the cars in front of her. But staying out now. Those that came into pit road, 9th on back. So Brophy in this bright green car, he stopped. So he is going to have fresh tires. Everybody behind him is going to have fresh tires, and they're going to full send it into turn 1 here when we come to the restart. Lights out of the pace car. They use that escape road that 2 drivers have used to punch out of making pit stops that brought out black flags. And here comes Pinero. He commands the lead here. He commands the start, and he is your leader at the start-finish line. Littenberg 2nd, Quilla 3rd, Alexander 4th, and Brashear 5th with 8 to go here as Brashear taking a peek to the caution again as Tego Bandera.
I have a contact with Reimer.
And that's right in front of. I remember I told you it was that green car behind Reimer. That is Brophy, and I'm sure he had a mirror full of that. Brophy, Reimer did not, and yeah, Brophy. Reimer was not going to give Brophy any room there. And then for whatever reason, Bandera just gets into the middle of the corner and lost his momentum. I'm not sure quite what happened. And Reimer gets into him, but Reimer's still rolling. Now, whether he's damaged or not, it remains to be seen. He does not have a meatball flag, but he might just want to try to rough this thing out now with 7 to go, and we're probably going to go green with about 5 to go.
Hunter Smith in chat said Adriano has this easy. You know what we saw in ERN. When we think it is easy to finish the race, and then we have a different winner. So I think with all this happened about the lose the car in turn 1 and turn 2, also turn 4, also kind of a little bit loose. So we have to wait to the end, because Pinheiro already followed him. He almost hit the wall twice, and he almost lost the car twice too. So even with that, could be lose the car in the last lap, and then came over for him. He have 49 old tires now.
Yeah, 49 lap old tires for everybody in the top 5. Anna Klimek has 1 lap less and 48. Brophy now up to 7th. Remember, he started that restart in 9th. He is now 7th spot. He has 4 lap old tires, so he can still. He's got 1 more full send left he can use those tires for. And he's going to definitely use it here, as we're going to go. I think the lights are going to go out on the pace car this time by. And if you're not familiar with that sign, you don't watch a lot of racing. When the lights go out on the pace car, it just means another sign to 1 lap to go. So you're going to see a couple signs when you get to 1 lap to go as a driver. And we'll watch from the cockpit of Pinheiro's car. So Pinheiro's going to get a graphic on his screen that says 1 to go. So he knows. If you don't get that graphic for some reason and you are the leader, you do look at the pace car, and if you do not see lights on the pace car, and here's the light bars on the very top of the car. If you don't see the lights on, that means next time you go by that part of the turns 3 and 4 and the start-finish line, you're going green. You better get ready to go. So that's your indication that you're going green next time by. In real racing, also, the flagman typically holds the flag. It's kind of wrapped around the pole a little bit, the stick, and it's kind of in the shape of a 1, and he's also has the 1 finger out, and he's telling people as they come by 1 to go. So they don't do that here actually in iRacing, but that's another signal they give you out on the racetrack. If you've ever seen the flag stand, Aaron Likens there in IndyCar, that's what he does. So we're going to watch from Pinheiro's point of view, coming to 4 to go as he's up against the wall. There goes the pace car. Now the field is under the command of Pinheiro. When does he go? Here he goes. Gets on it. Here we go. And by the time he gets to that green flag right there, green flag's waving, he's at full chat.
And Brophy, at least going to get 2 or 3 positions up for sure in this 4 to go.
And Brophy's now up to 6th. He's right behind Brashear, and he definitely wants by, but they are battling really tough in front of him. Quilla.
Oh, my.
Oh. Caution on the racetrack, and that is your race. Your race is over, Fazaro.
By itself.
And we'll see what happens. We'll go back. It's about 20 seconds behind, and Fazaro might have a damaged car from an earlier incident as Pinheiro somehow under caution goes purple. And as he turns in, the car gets loose, and Gilson just misses him by the slimmest of margins. Let's watch that again from Gilson's point of view. Here's Gilson right in front of him. The car is Fazaro right here. Fazaro's the one that's going to spin out. And he might be damaged, and just watch the car just kind of over-rotates to the inside, and Gilson, wow. And that is going to be your race. We're going to come to the white and yellow flag at the same time. Next time by, it is going to be Pinheiro getting the win, a very crucial win in this championship. This might be what really secures the championship for him. We don't know. We'll have to see how the points for the rest of the week shake out. In case you were wondering, the strength of field for this race was a 47.57. I believe that's the highest so far this week. That's typically how it is. But Pinheiro going to get the win here. Coming into today's race, he has almost 800 wins in his iRacing career on an oval. This is going to be win number, I believe, 797 for him in his iRacing career. Incidentally, the next first-time winner that we have in the NTT IndyCar Series will be the 300th different winner in IndyCar history. Kind of interesting stat I saw. I'll be whoever the first next time the next first-time winner. Right. Yeah, the next first-time winner in the IndyCar Series will be the 300th winner in the history of IndyCar racing. Over 100 years of IndyCar racing history. But Pinheiro looking at win number 797 in about just under 1,600 starts. 1,555, I believe, is what the number is for today. That's a 51% win percentage, by the way. And there's another win.
All of this 2025, 159 started, including today. 99 winners in 2025. So he's missing one more win to have 100. We didn't talk about the game.
Oh, and the IndyCar video game announced today, yes.
Yeah. Finally.
And here you go, Pinheiro with the win under caution. Lichtenberg in second. Ty Quilla in third. Seb Alexander in fourth. As Pinheiro going to the infield road course. Caleb Brashear in fifth. Jason Brophy sixth. Anna Klimek seventh. Art Reimer in eighth. Antonio Estrada. Antonio Estrada was almost a dead last at one point, as looks like... did Pinheiro, is he parking next to the camper back there? He wants to go for a cookout. Little Fogo de Chao in the infield there. Dan Durazzo, the cat in 10th. And then we got the mailman for 40 and 11th, Campbell 12th, Pizarro 13th with a very adventuresome race for him. Gilson 14th, led some laps. Get some TV time for Elijah. Trace it in 15th, Crash Neon 16th. Not the race he was looking for with that black flag. I'm sure he's not happy with it. Clindy, not the race he was looking for in this key race to the championship. Ponto, not happy about that black flag, I'm sure, as well. Bandera in 19th, Pizarro in 20th. And then Vitor Guilherme, the good start, but unfortunately not a good finish. 21st out of 21 cars.
Very long race. I think so. It's the first one of the season. We have over the 40 minutes race. Today was a 15.
A lot of green, a lot of yellow flags.
Minutes.
A lot of yellow flags.
Yeah. I'm gonna set. Oh, Daniel Durazzo, the 11th spot, the driver of the day for sure.
All right. Let's get into the interview room. Ty Quill is already standing by. All right, and we'll bring up Ty right now. And here is Ty Quill finishing third here today at Gateway. Man, what is it about this place that you like? In the last 4 races, you got 2 podium finishes here. I tell you what, this racetrack doesn't appeal to me on a scale that I like it, but every time I come here, I got 2 league wins, and I can't understand it. So what appeals to you about this place? Why you do so well here?
Feels a funny word that you use there, Gary, because I think I'm in the same boat as you. I don't even like this place, so it is a weird track. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact you have to use a little brake and the road course aspect of it. I don't know, but strategy plays a part, and that was definitely kind of favored me. If I didn't get those 2 cautions, I probably lost 2 to 3 spots there. So, strategy calls and a little bit of luck. They really pay off sometimes. Not always, though, but it must be the green car, huh?
Yeah. Did anyone have anything, though, for Pinero all day today? I mean, other than the period where he wasn't leading, but he was still up in the top 3 there, and he was just kind of biding his time because he knew that the leader had the pit. So he, didn't have to push the envelope or this issue or not. But did anyone have anything for him, or was he just that much in a class by himself above everyone?
He was definitely he's on the top step, that's for sure. I had a tire disadvantage. I'd like to believe I could have had an opportunity to fight with him, but reality is he's a lot faster. So, if I had the tires, I might have been able to defend a little bit longer, which, maybe the tires would have balanced out a little bit and I could have held him behind me. But, he's a master at saving the tires too. And I think he just was patient on me for a few laps, knew he had the advantage, and he took his opportunity to pounce as soon as it arrived. He tried to send it one time there on one of the early restarts, and he backed out real quick because he knew another opportunity was coming, I think. So, well played on his part.
Well, another podium finish for you here at Gateway. So I guess when it shows up on the schedule, even though we're not looking for it, you're going to do well there. So congratulations, shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone I want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, start out the Rogue Racing. All you guys, thanks for showing up week in, week out, dealing with me, along with all of our Alliance teammates. Seb, great race today. He definitely had a top step in him, but cautions fell my way, not his. So great race, Seb. And I know he made a mistake, so he's kicking himself, but still a great race, buddy. Shout out to you guys in the booth. Thanks for putting on a great show. Topia, our sponsor. Always shout out to you guys for supplying some great hardware. I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but yeah, shout out to the community. Appreciate you guys for always showing up, and love racing with you guys. Shout out to Pinero on the win, Lichtenberg on the podium there, Mr. Hyperstar, and everyone else on track today. Good race.
Congratulations on the P3. We will see you in a week when we finish out the season at Michigan.
Thanks, buddy. See you next week.
Yeah. That is Ty. We now go up to Brendan and bring him in. And here he is. Brendan, another podium finish for you. Congratulations. Peaking at the right time late in the season. Talk about your race. Did anybody have anything for Adriano?
No, I certainly didn't. He was running a really different line in 1 and 2. I tried it in the first stint when I was relatively far away from behind him to now I wouldn't get that much aero push, and I could run through it fine, but just not the speed he could. So he was, imagine, pretty aggressive on his tools, and I was really afraid if I was aggressive on mine, I'd be like the others who spun, because like right at the beginning, someone spun out of 4, and it's a long race, so I just wanted to keep my car on the track.
Well, how were the conditions out there? It did get pretty hot, almost 130 degrees at track temperature. We did see some handling issues out there. Was it pretty slippery, or did you have most things under control based upon just experience here at the racetrack?
I ran slightly conservative, like I would normally run, just because I knew with the track temp it was going to be really about saving the right front and keeping momentum through the corner. So I saw a few people behind me like really just diving into the corner and scrubbing speed off, and I didn't have the overall pace, but just if I could get, I knew if I could get to the spot where I'd just be in clean air and just run the pace I was fine with, then the race would come into my lap. Well, at least for second anyway.
It's like best in class, you know. It's him and everybody else. You got best in class. Well, congratulations on the P2. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone want to say hi to before we let you go? Of course, the Sim Gaming Expo.
Yeah, I'll be there in 2 weeks, and looking forward to meeting everyone. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Love to meet a lot of the community, and again, being up on that stage. I wasn't a pro series, but like when you think of like LAN events, I think of it like another higher level. I never think like the 15 of us would be able to do something like that, but that's gonna be a lot of fun. And everything else about me is go to hyperstar.racing. It's a real website.
Hyperstar Racing, and check them out on Twitch and YouTube. Well, congratulations on the P2. We'll let you get back to your stream. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in a week when everyone, of course, at the last race of the season is definitely going to show up large for the last crown jewel at Michigan. So we'll see you in a week.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lewis, do we have a message from Pinero or not? Not yet?
Just send them the thing.
Oh, here it is. All right.
Here we go.
Hello, friends. I want to congratulate Brendan and Ty on the podium. I had a great qualifying lap and knew I had a good race pace. Something I did notice about Pinero's qualifying lap. You know how a lot of the cars sit there on pit road and they kind of cheese their engines and get the temperatures up? Pinero went right to it. He did not cheese his engine at all or anything. He jumped. Did you notice that, Lewis? He just jumped right into qualifying and just threw down a big lap. And just told everyone else to beat it. Did you notice that?
I notice sometimes. I don't notice sometimes. Maybe you're right for this time. He did a good job.
Yeah, he just
don't do that thing. Yeah,
he just kind of jumped right on in and didn't do the engine warm-up trick, and he put down a big lap. So I had a great qualifying lap. I knew I had good race pace, but something I didn't want happened. The yellow flags that could have thrown off our strategies, but I tried to stay calm and managed a few overtakes. The overtake I made on Ty was incredible, and I think Ty was talking about that. I held the rear of the car at the exit of turn 2. I stabilized in second place behind Elijah, but I knew he would have to pit, and we talked about that on the stream. So I just tried to preserve my tires, which, again, that's exactly what Brendan was talking about. So he could be a one piece at the very end. Very happy with today's victory, and he wishes everybody a good night. So that is Adriano Pinero. That is the stat line for the day. Let's show you his incredible number of laps led. He led exactly half the race right there, 43 of 8. Actually, it's 85 laps, but the overlay always adds one more at the end. But 43 of 85, so he led just more than half of the laps. And so that's it. And we'll take that off the screen, and we will put up the final results. So we can allow somebody to take a screen capture of that and send that out on Twitter. But Lewis, once again, late season race that we've seen many times in the Elite Racing League, and Adriano Pinero needing a win comes into Gateway for a late season race and gets the win and puts himself in a position, whether it be in the Elite Racing League as clinching a championship, or here in the Indy Oval Series as getting really close to clinching a championship. He really just seems to slam the door shut here at Gateway for whatever reason. This is really a track that caters very well to his style and how he really wants to put the exclamation point on another championship season here in the Indy Oval Series.
Adriano Pinero quote, "Yes, I think I will be the champion. It's been an incredible run in the last 3 or 4 weeks with the great points for the championship." So with that quote he made, and the last thing I sent it to you, the words, but he sent them in this couple words now. And it is true. See, he started from very low to incidents down, DNF and everything. And he started to make the progress in the last months or 5 weeks, getting points. And the problem is when you have this thing with four, you have a 8 plus 4. Yeah, sure. It's a 4 drop weeks. It is hard to the other guys, the regular guys like a Clendit, Quilla, maybe Sudik also too, try to recover some points because all the points they made it from 1 to 8, it was a great points. But Piñeiro didn't make great points for the first 4 or 5, and the last 8 he make or last 7 or 5 he make it amazing points. So he was he really make a good job. And the race today, it was unfortunate for sure for the yellow. That's the game when you're trying to gamble with coming in before, and then it came in the yellow flag. That's what he mentioned too. Have yellow flags in this race in this track is really tough because when you gotta be leader, you wanna be secure on front. The problem is when you have the leader like a Gilson on front. The problem is, okay, I catch him, but now I have to pass him, and that's another thing. So it's really different thing. Piñeiro, just today he did 273 points. So he already gained 70 points more for the championship, and it's make a little bit long for next week is Michigan. So it's gonna be a big field for sure. Michigan always a big field with the big names around with Maleska, Kraus, Brockpin, and all of them around. It's gonna be for sure over the 5K, and to close one more season on Fixed Series, so over Fixed Series. So it's gonna be good for us for the show. So another thing, Justin sent me this. He said today is we will truly call the victory over motorsport game day, because iRacing make the announcement for make the game, and they gave actually iRacing gave a game over to motorsport for all of they tried to make it before.
Yeah.
And now iRacing in just 1 year is gonna make it maybe 1 year and a half. They're gonna make the thing, but they already have the base to build the game. So see you Thursday for the doubleheader Texas in ERN. It's gonna be throwback actually, and see you next week on the Fixed Series for the last race of the season.
Yeah, and it should be mentioned though that it was actually mentioned in the press release when they talked about the video game that the original lineage of IndyCar video games is based upon iRacing, or actually iRacing is based upon that original lineage. Remember, it started with Electronic Arts Indianapolis 500, the simulation, then it went to IndyCar Racing 1 and IndyCar Racing 2, and now we'll get to build upon the lineage that has been set forth in iRacing. So looking very forward to an IndyCar video game. And hopefully they make it moddable so we can, put some old tracks in there and do some fun things we want. But I don't know. Sometimes they don't want that stuff to happen. But IndyCar Racing 2, extremely moddable. I hopefully we'll see that the same with IndyCar Racing here from iRacing. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Gateway is Adriano Pinheiro with the win, and a crucial win in the championship at that. Brendan Lichtenberg, another big podium for him. He comes home second. Ty Quilla, another podium from here at Gateway. He comes home in third. Join us again next week for Round 12, Week 12. If I can say that. Round 12, Week 12. And Championship Tuesday of Season 3 of 2025 for the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split presented by Topia Systems, as the teams and drivers head to Michigan International. I might be Legacy Michigan. I can't remember. I have Legacy in my notes. So it might be Legacy Michigan, but either way, it's going to be Michigan International Speedway for the final crown jewel of the season and the final race of the season. Coverage begins around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 8:15 p.m. Eastern. And remember, as always, for the correct time in your area, you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but they're not easy and require time and money to produce. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We realize times are tough, so any contribution we greatly appreciate it. We thank you for watching and make us a part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one to play, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more P1's other iRacing programming, including Championship Saturday. This Saturday, round 15 of the IndyCar iRacing Series for our Saturday Top Split broadcast. We will crown the 2025 Series champion at Nashville Superspeedway. Start time is 2 p.m. Eastern Time right here on P1. You don't want to miss it. Promotional consideration has been paid for by the following: Topia Systems. Topia Systems is the presenting sponsor of the Tuesday Night Top Split here on P1. Topia is where quality and affordability go full throttle. From custom rigs to powerful pre-builts, Topia Systems delivers top-tier performance without all the sticker shock. Built with premium parts and backed by a team that cares, every system is tuned for gaming greatness. Topia Systems, built right, priced right, game on. To learn more, check out our links in the description. Simwrap Market is your go-to source for iRacing paint templates and broadcast resources. From clean base liveries to pro-level design assets, Simwrap Market is everything you need to build your brand on track. Visit Simwrap Market, download, customize, race. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook. You can follow on X and Instagram. All the links you need are in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram, and you can follow all of our social links on Linktree, and you can check those all out in the description. So for Justin Petschauer, who has weather in his area, Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1 and Topia Systems, I'm Gary Gatto saying all good night, and thanks for watching, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Michigan for Championship Tuesday in the next race up, the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split right here on P1. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in a week to crown a new champ.